Hello guys, it's Chike Brain of Tech Tips and Everything About Everything. And on today's episode of Tech Tips and Everything About Everything, I would want to slightly deviate away from tech for today and talk about savings. Financial saving portfolios you ought to have this year 2023, which is very essential. Many a times we've been told that saving for the rainy day is awesome, but just saving without your savings working for you isn't as awesome as it is. So I've brought to you 5 awesome investment portfolios that you could key into this year 2023. Please note that these investment portfolios are not run by any as I say, or multi-level marketing, but are run by banks, the banks that you bank with, GT, First Banks and the likes. And these are the 5 I have tested and are good. So let's get started. So the 5 investment portfolios are Treasury Bills, FD, which is fixed deposit, bond, mutual funds, and dollar funds. So I'll start by explaining them as fast as I can. First off is the dollar fund. Dollar fund is an investment somewhat as mutual funds, but it's not in naira, it's in dollar. You have to source for your own dollar and send to your investment house so that they do the investment for you. So basically, percentage for investment for dollar fund is around 7%. Banks that offer it as many: First Bank, under FBN Quest, GT Co, IBTC, Standard Chartered. So there are a whole lot of banks. You could walk to your bank and request for such investment portfolio. Next on the line is the mutual fund. Now, mutual fund as at today is somewhat around 11%, 11.5% thereabout. And you could also reach out to any of your banks and notify them that you'd want to invest into it. Note that for mutual fund, interests are paid either quarterly or weekly, but you earn daily. That's the cool thing about it. You earn daily, but interest might be paid depending on the bank or the investment house. Might be paid quarterly, might be paid every 2 weeks, might be paid weekly, might be paid daily. Next, which is my favorite, is the Treasury Bills. Treasury Bills is one of my best, but the only issue I have is with rates. Now, for Treasury Bills, there are 2 markets: the primary market and the secondary market. Primary market is where you could all bid, probably by sending your instructions through to the bank, while secondary market has to be the one that you buy from the bank after the bank had made a successful bid and their bid got through. So for every secondary market, they ought to have bought from a primary market. The beauty about Treasury Bills is the fact that interests are paid upfront. So you earn your interest immediately the bid is successful. And as at last stop rate, which was 7th of June, rate was around 9.7 as opposed to the 7.6 for 360 days. Now, you could invest in 3 segments. There is the 90 days, there is the 180 days, and there is the 364 days. Now, the 364 days gives, as at current, 9.7%. That was the last stop rate that was successful. Now, the beauty, as I said about it, is the fact that you get your interest upfront. And I have seen and read different posts and articles online where people would say they do not use their personal money to buy what they need. Like, I know of a guy who said what he does is he invests whatsoever he has in Treasury Bills, and the interest he's being paid, he uses it to purchase what he needs to purchase. The only limitation or disadvantage is the fact that rates get to toggle. Today you might get 14%. As at early this year, rate was 14%. So just imagine investing 1 million naira and you are getting 14%. You should be getting somewhat around 140,000. And the higher you go, the more money or more interest you get. Please, hope you remember a simple interest formula that we learned way back in primary school. Principal times rate times time over 100. That's the way to calculate your simple interest. Next up is bonds, and bonds as at current is somewhat around 15%. Note that this percentage are per annum and not per month. So bond as at current is 15%. And the beauty about all this, you could do this at the comfort of your home by either reaching out to your bank or downloading their app. So you have these features on the apps on your phones, so you do not even need to stress yourself to go and queue in the bank or to meet the customer care. All these have been done seamlessly. Now finally is the fixed deposit. I am not really a fan of a fixed deposit because rates banks usually advertise for that is usually poor, and the issue about fixed deposit is the fact that it depends on the amount you are bringing. So the higher the amount you are investing, the better the interest rate. So people that probably would have like 500,000 naira wouldn't get a better rate as people who are investing over 100 or 250 million naira. So those are the limitation for fixed deposit. Remember also that these investment portfolios can always be terminated. Now, for mutual funds, you could always withdraw your money at any time without any penalty. So for those who would want to put their investment in mutual funds, know that you could get your investment instantly. That's all for today. So please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys.